Hi, collectives. So we're gonna get a message and see what's coming in for you. Hope everybody's good. All right, let's roll the dice. Okay, I'm hearing unaware and unfair. Okay, we're gonna pull these. These are feeling cards. Your feelings are valid oracle deck. And then, so we have number 7 on the dice. We have in reverse, we have Scorpio in reverse. And we have self-node, comfort zone, habits, and patterns. All right, so let's see what's going on for you guys. Okay, worry and let go. What's going on, please, for the collectives? What do they need to know? Also, I have an Etsy shop. It's the same name as on here, all one word, Firefox Fairy, where I sell merchandise, oils, hoodies, blankets, candles, and I actually just updated new t-shirts today, and I lowered the prices on some of my oils, so go check me out. That's the back of the hoodie, and I have a couple different style hoodies. So for men and women, they're unisex and different colors. Per order of oils, they do come with free crystals, and I also offer readings, personal readings, crystal ball readings, and pendulum readings. But you won't find the pendulum reading available there. It will be, you have to email me on here. So one question is $5, 3 questions is $15, and 6 questions is $25. And then personal readings are $40. Hidden truth messages with Prince Orbis, and also he answers past, present, and future things to come, are $59.95, and crystal ball readings are $30. All right, so let's see what you guys need to know. So I also see on the dice, I see Scorpio, Sagittarius, Virgo, Cancer, Libra, and Leo. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 11 are the numbers I see on the dice. So what does my beautiful collective need to know and be aware of at this time? What's coming in for them? All right, we have Wounded Heart, and it's in reverse. So that's kind of like 3 of Swords energy, but healing. So you could be working on healing something and unknowing how you're going to, or you could be unaware that you're actually healing at this time. You're stepping into the unknown gracefully with arms wide open, and with those stars in the background, it's almost like star energy. You're wishing upon a star, or you're being guided by blind faith or inspiration. Okay, we have creativity. And for the tarot deck I'm going to be using is called Beautiful Creatures Tarot, with the Angel Tarot to also clarify. Okay, show me more, please, for the collectives. What's coming in for them? Okay, I'm hearing there's something about an unwillingness. Maybe before you were unwilling to venture into the unknown. That something happened and it caused pain and infliction, and now you're trying to turn circumstances around. Okay, makes sense. We have intrusive thoughts. Maybe that's why. Sorrow. So the moon is actually feminine energy, yin, and then masculine energy is the sun, so yang energy, the sun and the moon, which I didn't know that. I found that out today. All right, we have overwhelmed and shadow work at the bottom. Okay, something about reflection, ambition, and optimism. Speaking of the sun and the moon, and optimism. So you could be a masculine that's watching. Okay, there's 3 suns here. Okay, let's get 2 more cards for you guys. Thank you, Spirit. We have gloom and resentments. Okay, so there could be either a feminine that's holding onto some type of resentment with the moon, or this is you holding onto some type of resentment. We have fear at the bottom, and it could be because of fear, sorrow, and gratitude. with self-confidence. Okay, I really like these cards. Alright, I'm actually being told to pull from my oracle deck. So let's see if we can't get more on this energy. So keep the energy on the table, Spirit. Okay, there's either a spirit, someone that's passed over in spirit, or entity, or demon or deity that's trying to come through for somebody here. I was just working with Elagos, so I don't know, that's popping in my mind, his name, over and over again, so I don't know if he wants me to say that, or if something about Elagos, Duke Elagos, is significant to somebody. Okay, I'm hearing the word bravely getting over something or somebody. Okay, he is a demon. He does work with the love aspects. So regarding love, if you have questions or are trying to manifest any relationship type of work. Also, Laraji is good for that. Zapar. There's a lot of different demons that are love demons. Furfur. Asmodee. Astaroth. So we have entitled Sweet Talker Wants Something in the spring. So something about springtime. Okay, so again, you're passed on ancestors. So there is somebody trying to come through in spirit. And we have internal youth praying on you, or grudge, because you have star energy. Something about money inheritance at the bottom. I'm hearing root chakra and sacral chakra blocked. So those are your two lower chakras. Secretly already married or kids. And drugs, booze, or under the influence. It's in reverse. So somebody might actually be getting clean. And then we have the lover, so Gemini energy. A choice, temptation, attraction, the struggle between sacred and profane love, harmony of the inner and outer aspects of life. Oh, I forgot to mention, perks to being a member is in my description, and also my Cash App, Venmo card, my email information is all there if you want to reach out and book a personal reading or any of my other services. And also, if you have a question, need a remedy, or need any spell work done, also feel free to email me and get a hold of me. I will pray for free for whoever needs praying for. Just send me their name and what they need praying for. I'll write a petition and carve the candle, and I have prayer oil already made for that. And some of the oils I offer, I have 23 or 21 up and going, and there'll be more on the way. I have Hecate, Lilith oil, Follow Me Boy, Protection oil, Sansebriana oil, Sex, Love, and Me, it's a less libido. It's called hysteria dysfunction when your hormones are really low. I have Guardian Angel All-Purpose Protection Oil, Reversal Uncrossing Oil, Goddess Oil, Immortality, Psychic Powers, it's for scrying and divination, 8 Chakras Oil, it opens and activates all your chakras, Indigo Water, which is like Florida water. I have Earth, Air, Fire, and Water, so all 4 elements. I offer all 12 Zodiac sign oils, and also I already said the 8 chakras, so it opens and activates your chakras. So yeah, I have a lot of oils. They all have a purpose. Lunar Moon, Mother's Bliss, which is a healing oil. So yeah, like I said, feel free to check me out on Etsy and follow me there as well. And if you're new, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if this video resonates for you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, hit the like button for your girl. I like to connect with you guys and know that I'm connecting with you guys and your energies, and it also helps the algorithm for the channel. So I greatly appreciate it. All right, so we have somebody who's preying on you, on your internal youth, or because you have star energy. Whether you could be aware of this or not, you have ancestors, though, that are protecting you or trying to come through to you. Like I said, double confirmation. Because I picked that up. And then the Tower energy coming out, the Magician, and fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So this could be you, okay? Healing, rest, and recuperating. And then, so the Tower is Aries energy, change, conflict, catastrophe, overthrown ways of existing life, old notions, upset, and bankruptcy. And then we have the Magician, Virgo, Gemini energy. Will, mastery, organizational skills, creative talents, the ability to take power from above and direct it through desire in a manifestation. So you're manifesting. Earth, air, fire, and water, all 4 elements. So we have D, E, F, and STD's unprotected sex. So what else, please, for the collective? Okay, money inheritance is coming out. We have failed attempts to stalk you or spell work failed or backfired. We have ST and U, first, middle, last initial. We have justice on a new moon. MNO. And fired, lost job, or broke. So that could be part of somebody's karma for trying to come after you, is now they're going either bankrupt or they're missing out on opportunities for like abundance. So we have justice. Justice will be done. Balance is required. Lawsuits will be won. Balanced personality demands elimination of excess baggage, wrong ideas, and useless forms of education. All right, let's pull from the Black Rose, the Mystic Black Rose Oracle. Like I said, I have a lot of oils that I have made already that aren't on my website. Mermaid oil, Siren Song, which is like a soulmate, which my oils on there will do the same thing. Follow Me Boy and Venus Love Oil. I have Millionaire Money that's on there. I've been going. But anyway, I have Santa Muerte oil I just made tonight. And then my demons that I work with, I also make oils for them. Juju oil, grease, bag oil, lotus stone, lucky lotus stone oil. I have Conquering Glory oil. I have 3 Jacks oil. I have Elegua oil, Oshun, Orisha oil. So again, I have a lot of oils made. Hexing, I have Domination oil, Do As I Say oil, Come to Me, or like commanding oil. But my reversal uncrossing oil works, it can work just as well for doing reversal spells, so sending anything back to the sender. Same with egg cleanses. So what that oil does specifically is it reverses any hexes, jinx, or curses you feel may have been placed on you. Alright, so let's see what's coming in. This is the Black Mystic Rose Oracle for the collectives at this time. Remember, we had on the dice 7, Scorpio, and South Node. So that would be your South Node, lower entities, your shadow self. Comfort zones, habits, and patterns. And I actually haven't been called to pull this deck in a very long time. This is called the Cosmic Whispers Runes deck, and it's thick to replicate real wood. When I started my Reiki courses, that's when I got this deck because I wanted to incorporate the runes in my Reiki. I'm just trying to see. Yep, it's called Cosmic Whisper. This isn't on Etsy or Amazon. I actually went on Google and typed it in to find it. So, brand new, it's like $115 deck. I bought it used for like $60. So, it's a really nice deck. And you can see that everything's in gold. And it says Taiwa's Tear the Sky God. Alright, so what is coming in, please? Okay, I'm hearing something about following and instrumental. So somebody could be instrumental in your life, meaning causing more harm than good. Alright, we have rendezvous, uncontrollable desires, appetite for sex, insatiable hunger for pleasure. We have decision. We have signs, lost, and secrets. with adrenaline. So somebody could be literally toxic for you, or you're going to be finding out secrets, signs, and synchronicities from spirit, or secrets about this person. So this says adrenaline, roller coaster ride, ups and downs, good and bad, rush of feelings with signs, meanings, repeated numbers, and synchronicities. And then we have decision, wrong reasons, contemplating, stay or leave, uncertain. And we have lost, running away, emptiness, feeling invisible, cutting off, with secrets. Love affair, keeping things inside, not opening up, illusions. And then we have butterflies at the bottom. Feeling complete, can't stop smiling, happiness, devotion. So this may be a love relationship that starts out strong, or could be like start out primarily on lustful feelings, and then it turns into something more. So why don't we get a couple more cards on this energy for you guys? And then I'm hearing the song I'm Taking Back My Love by Enrique Iglesias and Sierra. She's in that song with him. So, okay, obsession. Somebody could have an obsession with you. Holding on, clinging, can't let go, anxiety. And there's literally a rose in a vase. So something about roses too may be significant. Just another shuffle. Magnifying glass and call. Maybe they won't stop blowing your phone up. Maybe they're obsessed with you. That's kind of what it feels like. Yeah, only you, gamble, risky, and trapped. Okay, toxic, unhealthy, poison, delusions, nasty behaviors. Okay, emotions and illuminate. So emotions, it says like waves, in and out, crashing, unpredictable. And then we have illuminate, revealing the truth, confessions, and shedding light. And again with secrets, illusions, love affair, keeping things inside, not opening up. And shedding light, revealing the truth, and confessions. We have revenge at the bottom. Retaliation, plotting payback, punishing, getting even. Rendezvous. Who is this rendezvous lover? Sounds a lot like an ex for some of you guys, or the reading I did yesterday, talking about an ex not knowing what they want, or being afraid to share their, open up and share their feelings and emotions with you. So who is this person when it comes to collective? How will they know who this is? Okay, moving, boxed up, environment change, empty shell. So this is somebody you probably more than likely moved away from. Or they're not doing so good financially. We have witchcraft. Someone is hexing. There's a spell and negativity. With escape, avoiding, blocking, pushing away, and hiding. Okay. I want to say by winter time, you're going to find out who this is or what they've been doing. We have side piece, mistress, flirting with others, the other woman, and secret hookup. Alright, last card. We have memories, reminiscing, dwelling, good times, and looking back. We have denial at the bottom. Contradicting, refusal, dismissal, not facing reality. So let's get the spill the beans oracle. Actually, we're gonna pull this one. We're gonna see who this is. It's either this one or the situations. Okay, hopeless and nourished. So you could be doing good. You could be taking care of yourself. And this person has just completely gone downhill since you guys separated, or since you stopped talking to this person, ghosted, blocked, or cut them off, or moved away. Like somebody could have moved here with that moving card. Anything else we need to tell the collective about this energy and their situation at this time, please, Spirit? So it says only you, devoted, attached, and crave. So somebody has only eyes for you. So again, now I'm getting two separate energies. Two different people. Somebody's trying to make their way back to you, I feel. Who is this person trying to make their way back to the collective? Also, somebody needs to know how to protect their energy and protect themselves from energy and psychic vampires, or just in the spiritual sense in general. And also maybe even physical, depending on, I mean, only you would know that. So, all right, we have pain. So, like, always use your discernment in my readings, or any tarot readings for that matter. Always use your discernment, and go with your first gut choice, because it's never leaves you astray. Your gut intuition is never wrong. All right, so we have pain, apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. Why is this pain card here? This could be someone who is either trying to persuade you or dissuade you from something, or I'm getting I'm getting the movie Silence of the Lambs. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. So somebody may have a lot of neurotoxical brain. Their brain isn't wired correctly, or it's lit up in all the wrong areas, in a nice way of putting that. So we have foundation, established, family, and security. Could be important to somebody. And breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed. All right, we have silence, frozen, no words, stone wall, and we have chasing. Pursuit, toxicity, resilience. We have stress and mistakes. Turbulence, tension, and arguments with mistakes. Misunderstood, victim, and lost soul. Okay, so there may be somebody who is turning to you for help at this time and trying not to cling to something from the past, or they're holding on too tightly. Somebody's holding on too tightly to something here, is what I'm getting. We have, yeah, because we have distracted that came out, sidetrack, change, and delays, and at the bottom we have clinging, holding on, obsessing, and spying. With shallow, hollow, empty, and boredom. Or maybe somebody's just bored. They're at a point where not a lot is happening for them in their life, but it's because they chose it to be that way. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So this person has a choice on the matter to change their circumstances at any given time. Maybe they, if they tried a little bit and went to go find a job, I'm sure they could pick a job up anywhere. I mean, it's not necessarily about being at the top when you first start out. It's about progress as what's that old quote? It's taking baby steps to get there. So it's not perfection. It's all about progress, not perfection. All right, so let's see what we get for the runes for you guys, what comes out. Let's get these picked up. Or maybe somebody was clinging and holding on to an illusion or a false sense of self. And now your person's realizing this, and okay, so they're healing, essentially, like I said before. All right, let's pull a Cosmic Whisper rune card for you guys and get some advice. We'll pull 3 cards for you guys from Spirit, what they want to say to you at this time. Let you know. This could be, Spirit could be in any form. It could be ancestors, guardian angels, gods, goddesses, deities. Okay. Someone that isn't here in the physical sense. All right, we have Nathi as the need. I have to move my poster down. It says Nathi is the need, which I have the book, but it says endurance, survival, and determination. So this, yeah, I feel like this is your person's energy. They're trying, you know, they're trying to get ahead now. They're making an effort, as before maybe they didn't, because they could have been living in a false sense of reality or fear, or they weren't taking things seriously at the time. All right, we have Kenaz, the torch, which is being lighted the way. Somebody's being shown the way, and Jera, the harvest. We have Elgaz at the bottom with protection, and Gibo, the gift. So somebody's going to literally be, like I said, you are protected, but in the sense of as your person, or who I'm referencing to that it could apply to, either the cross watcher or your person collective. So now somebody's getting the gift of sight or intuition, or spirit is no longer hesitating. They're either going to give this person lessons, and they're going to give them to this person hard, but it's going to be good because it's going to make this person have to change and realize that change is good in order for them to, you know, get the ball rolling, in essence. And also to, they need to grow, because without growth, if nothing changes, they're going to be stuck in the same old time loop. So they need this. It's inevitable. All right, so we have Kenna as the torch. Vision, revelation, knowledge, creativity, inspiration, and technical ability. And then we have Jera with the harvest. The results of earlier efforts are realized, the promise of success earned. And then Elgaz, protection. It says defense, warding off of evil, shield, guardian, connecting with the gods, awakening in higher life. So, okay, we're going to get some from the Shaman's Dream Oracle and the Moonology Oracle combined. So that's what we had out of there. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so nothing yet is set in stone, and it says the answers you need are coming. Watchers, transpersonal. So Gemini energy. What can we tell collective, please, at this time? I'm getting Virgo energy right now. I'm picking up on Virgo energy. And then I'm hearing the song Take It on the Run, Baby by, who sings that song? Foo Fighters, or no? Take it on the run, baby. Journey? I don't know. If that's the way you want it, baby. So it's time to take action. New moon in Aries with 47, Skybridge. Possibility for a union. We have number 17. Eye of the Needle with intentionally, and luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So possibility for union with somebody, and this again goes back to it's time for somebody to take action, you or your person, or both of you guys. To heal, to better your lives, to know what you want out of life, and go after your dreams. Look at the bigger picture. No longer sit sidelines in life and let life pass you by. It's, you know, taking action firsthand. It's not sitting on the sidelines and watching life pass you by. It's actually getting out there and making your own reality. We have, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. And a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. We have Whale Song 61 resonating. And repairing the veil, forgiveness. We have Hollow Bone, Teachability, and Wailing Tree, Reconciliations. We have Feast of Plenty, Choices and Their Consequences, and Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way, Full Moon in Leo. Alright, so that's what we had out of those decks. Deep Diver, Diving into a Task, number 10, so Wheel of Fortune energy. Yeah, it's time to close the cycle up so a new one can begin. Now that's going to be a very specific message. Now that could be for a Virgo, or because I know I was just picking up Virgo energy. Alright, these are 2 combined, so we have 2 fairy oracle decks. We're going to see what the elementals, how their energy is going to influence you guys, and what you guys should know and be aware of at this time. What are the messages, please, from elemental, nature spirits, the fair folk, little people, for my collective, please? Yeah, I just heard time is happening now. Some of you guys may resonate with like hugging a tree or sitting next to a tree, okay? Being out in nature, I'm strongly getting like tree energy. Or maybe you need to go do that. Walk on the ground barefoot. Dig your hands, you know, into the earth is a way to get grounded. And a way to connect with, you know, things around you that you cannot see with your own eyes, but you can see and feel from within. Yeah, we have precious time. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. And then we have fairy spotting. So confirmation. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. Okay. Let's get a couple more from here for you guys. Okay. Connect with nature. Again, confirmation. You're rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. I just made some rejuvenational, some new oil tonight called, I think it's called Rejuvenated. So that's funny that came out. And I'm going to add that on my Etsy shop. So. Alright, show me more, please. I didn't mean to get sidetracked there. Let's see if I can find it. I just made it tonight. Yeah, right here. It's called For Renewed Vitality. So, speaking of that. Alright, show me one more, please, for collective. I gotta move this stuff a little bit. Take it on the run, baby. If that's the way you want it, baby, then I don't want you. Oh, and the areas, if you need a remedy that I can help you with, are oils, herbs, and crystals. So if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out to me and ask, as well as praying for somebody or praying for yourself, and or spell work. So hidden depths. Something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. And then at the bottom, we have assertiveness. Stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. So I feel like that's important here for somebody. Maybe somebody had like a habit or a reputation of always, you know, bending over backwards for somebody or for other people and not, you know, learning how to say no and put their foot down. Alright, this doesn't really happen that often. Another fairy deck is calling to me. So I don't really, in the readings on here, I don't normally feel called to this deck, but it's calling out to me. So let's see what comes out. This is called The Fairy Oracle by Brian Froud, F-R-O-U-D. Let me get the book out. And I do have the smaller version in my room. I usually do this at night, but I haven't been using it a lot, so it's still very new to me. So The Fairy's Oracle. And he's got a book too that I have way before I even knew he had an oracle deck called The Good and Bad Fairies book. So one half of it's good and you flip it, and then you open up from the back side and it's all like upright and reverse. So it's a white hardcover. I got it used. So let's see, we're going to pull one card for you guys and see what wants to come out of here for you guys. I'm hearing I'm still learning. I'm learning. So somebody is learning the ropes or learning something new. Okay. At the early stages of something. So let me know how that resonates with you guys. One card, please, for the collective. Alright, number 50, and I actually drew him a while ago, combined with the Retriever Fairy. So we have Arval Parrot with the Topsy Turbits at the bottom. 51. 50 and 51. So wow, something's going in order here. Chronological order. Alright, what are you guys getting yourselves into? Okay, Arval Parrot, communication. Alright, Arval points to the light in his throat center. In esoteric lore, the energy center at the throat is about communication. Fairies are great communicators, though not necessarily in words as we use them. They speak through words, of course, but they also speak through the rustle of leaves, the pattern of clouds in the sky, the way flower petals fall. They tickle us with touches almost too subtle to feel, trying to get our attention, and they sometimes speak through our dreams and daydreams. Their communications are something like those of cats, part verbal, part body language, part telepathy, and part pure fairy. Arval says that we humans can semaphore, I almost want to say semimorph. So semaphore each other by flashing the lights in our throat centers. In fact, he says we do that and read the messages on an unconscious level, which is one of the ways we pick up on the unspoken feelings and thoughts of each other. Arval also says, and I agree, that almost any situation can be improved by people listening to each other, and that listening is a full half of good communication. The other half, of course, is speaking truly and clearly. Some people use speech as a game or as a test for others to see if they can puzzle out the meaning, and this is fairly fun as long as actual communication doesn't matter. When it does, though, it is very helpful if we try for clarity at the very least, and hopefully wisdom as well. Arval has many wise sayings to help us. It takes two to say yes, but only one to say no. Where the stream is shallowest, greatest is the noise. He that always complains is never pitied. Better than gold is a tale rightly told. 'Tis easier to give advice than to take it. From the place where deer are, they're not easy to be got. Whoever burns his bottom must himself sit on it. Well, enough of that. Arval reminds us that good, clear communication is sometimes hard work. It requires elbow grease because the elbows are the secondary energy centers to the throat. He wishes you to know that his elbows are very well greased. So starter reading. Clear communications are vitally important here. Strive for verbal brilliance. Listen carefully, be articulate. Be willing to calmly debate the issues and explore ideas with others. Open communication will enhance the chances of success all around. Arvel also suggests that the Quorn watch for body language, incomplete sentences, and unfinished thoughts, and try to discover what these signals are meant to get across. And then the next card is the Topsy-Turvets. So it's talking about change of viewpoint, fresh looks, and new way of seeing. So these kind of go hand in hand with communication and new ways of seeing things. So let's see what this says. And then we have honesty under that, number 40, with ecstasis, number 2. And then we have the friends under that, 46, and the master maker. So clear, honest communication is important. So the Topsy-Turvets talks about changing viewpoints, fresh looks, and new way of seeing things. In a reading, the Turvet suggests that things need to be looked at from another angle. We need to back off from our emotional entanglement and look anew. Much of the apparent confusion about the issue is caused by a faulty point of view. Get the opinions of honest others and then rethink at your own. Defensiveness and denial may be causing much difficulty. Try imagining that you are looking at the situation from the point of view of each of the others involved. This is not an exercise in deciding how the other ought to see things, but in discovering how they really do. Words like "he ought to see that" are not useful at this time. If the Turvet's card turns up and another point of view does not readily suggest itself, it may be useful to draw another card for further information, or you might choose to do another reading addressing that issue independently. Remember to pause to listen for hints from the Turvets themselves. They are the experts in the field. And then there's a quote at the bottom. I believe no fairy is completely good or bad, but fluidly embodies both extremes. Okay, so that's what Brian wrote in there. All right, so let's recapture and get back to the energies and get into the tarot. Okay, we're going to start out with your energy first. We're going to pull 3 cards, and the person coming towards you, we're also going to pull 3 cards and clarify. Because the shorter I keep the tarot length, the more time we have to delve into more messages from the oracles. So, all right, let's get Collective's energy, please, first. Let's see what's coming in or who's coming in towards or around them at this time, current energies. Now to 1 to 2 months out. I like to do short-term. I find it's easier to do short-term distance out, timing and distance, however you say that, because it doesn't get all brambled up. Like if I say 1 year out, that's kind of like a long stretch from right now, current energies. So from whenever you're finding this video or this video finds you now to 1 to 2 months out. Okay. So we have the Sun coming out, clarity, very nice, Leo energy. We have the Emperor, sovereignty. Okay, so Aries energy. And let's get one more. Okay, 4 Pentacles in reverse with greed. Okay, it looks like you're releasing something, making way for new declaration, I'm hearing, because you're learning now to put your foot down, be at the right place at the right time, and use your intuition, Queen of Cups. And stay dedicated to yourself. Okay, and let nobody push your limits or test your limits. Mean what you say what you mean. Let's see who's coming towards the collective and what are their thoughts, feelings, and intentions. First card out, 5 of Pentacles in reverse with poverty. Okay, I'm hearing Sky Dance, that Sky Bridge, possibility for union. Queen of Swords with fairness, Aquarius energy. And 7 of Pentacles with progress, not perfection. And then we have the 9 of Swords with anxiety, and that's an extra card, so we're not going to need that, but So yeah, this person may be going through a little bit of anxiety. We'll leave it out, but... Alright, what do we have? We have the King of Wands at the bottom with leadership. Another card of Leo energy. So let's clarify. We're going to be using the Guardian Angel Tarot deck. Or Angel, I think it's Angel. I don't know if it's Guardian Angel or just Angel Tarot. Either way. You'll know because it's got the wings on the back. So it's really pretty. And let's see why the Sun card's here for you with clarity. That's all about happiness, well-being, warmth, vitality from the Sun, strength, good health, joy, happiness, and also I'm getting that fairness energy again. So things could be turning... I just heard they're a spitting image of you. So I don't know if you have a kid or somebody in your family that's looks a lot like you, or even like body language looks a lot like you, acts like you. This could be talking about you or somebody you know, collective. So that's the side message. All right, let's see why the Sun's here. I forgot what I was on about. All right, Ten of Cups, happiness, emotional happiness, fulfillment, maybe even spending more time with your family now that you're kind of pulling away from the busy, loud, like New York City streets, the honking and the beeping and the crowdedness. And a really good crystal for that is called Howlite, and it actually calms the outer noise in your head. So that's a very good stone to start working with. It's called Howlite. All right, show me the Emperor, please, for collective. Sovereignty. Temperance, the Lovers, and the Knight of Cups. And we have the Fool that was sitting down on my lap. So you're contemplating a new beginning. Or something, or a new beginning is coming in for you, but not right away. So we have the Lovers, the Seven of Pentacles, or Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and Temperance. So whoever you're conforming with or calling in or going to meet is somebody that's going to be on your level in a sense. Six of Pentacles is fairness, equal give and take. But they may also be different from you. I'm getting that you're going to definitely think this person's a mystery, or you're gonna need to take more time to get to know this person. Okay, so this might not be your person. This may just be somebody that comes into your life but has a large impact on your life, but not meant to stay in your life permanently, like in a long-term sense. All right, let's see why the Four of Pentacles in reverse is here with that Greed card. With the pretty little tree frog. I seen one of these on the wall at work the other day. Outside, it was like on the wall, and it was big. It was like that big. It was sticking to the wall. All right, let's see. Knight of Swords. All right, so somebody feels like they already know you, or they can read your energy. Like they know you more than you know. They know you more than you know yourself, kind of energy is what I'm getting with that Knight of Swords. And then the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this is somebody that either is a past person that you're bound to get back with again, or the Sun, restart things, restart this connection, but brand new, okay? That Fool energy, exciting new beginnings. Or heal something. You know, heal this connection with this person. Okay, let's clarify the person that's coming towards you or on your mind that you're thinking about, or coming, that's still in your energy. Why is the Five of Pentacles in reverse with poverty for this person? Five of Pentacles in reverse. Alright, so somebody is this person, when it comes to you, they're not holding any grudges, and that's actually a good, clear indication to me that they have detached any form of etheric cord that was toxic or unhealthy, meaning they held some type of harbored resentments. So I don't feel those are there. They've worked on those or healed them in some way. Let's see what that is. Why is it 5 of Pentacles here in reverse? All right, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Oh my God. If that isn't a sign, collective, this person sees you as their divine other half, like the Empress. Okay, so basically the Empress is all 4 queens combined, making up the Empress card, the true mother of all queens in the tarot. 7 of Wands at the bottom. So they would literally fight for and defend you in this connection. Or they see you inhibiting all 3 of these queens. Queen of Pentacles, the grounded, the sure, stable, supported nature. The Queen of Cups, the emotional, the nourishing side. And then the Queen of Wands, the leadership, the charismatic, the charming side of the Queen of Wands. Okay. And then the Ace of Cups is all about love, a love offer, or a new beginning in love. So that's their cup. They're willing to, you know, extend out to you. Wow. I never had all 3 queens come out like that before in a reading. So that begs the question, the last queen, the Queen of Swords, and it's actually the next card I'm clarifying. So let's see why that's here and what that means for this person. It says fairness, and it's got the Libra symbol tattooed on her arm. So somebody may have something significant about a tattoo right on their arm like that. Confirmation. Four of Swords, the Tigers. So somebody may have Aquarius in their chart, or their Chinese animal is the tiger. Their Chinese astrology, like their zodiac sign. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom, 9 of Swords, and look at how these cards are matching. And then she's even got the wings too, so that's weird. This is somebody that I feel you had a past life connection with, and your spirits, your spirit team, your ancestors already know this person and know who this person is, and maybe they're actually encouraging this union. So whatever wrong things that may have occurred in the past, wrongdoings, I feel like those have been seen through from the divine, and they're actually, like, you guys have mended those wounds. Okay. All right, 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, this person wants to invest, and I'm hearing this is the real deal. So they want to investors at 8 for infinity. 3 of Wands. See? Something is divinely orchestrated with this connection here. There's 3 angels in this card. 10 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Cups. Alright, let's see. 7 of Pentacles. Let's clarify that next card. And it's funny because they had the 7 of Pentacles too here. Queen of Swords. What the hell? Something ain't right. Alright, okay, so you or they could be, either they have air in their chart or they're working. They're coming from the perspective of, they're in the energy of the Queen of Swords at this time, meaning they're taking a step back from, like, again, I said the loud noise, the external world, and they're kind of quieting it so they can go within to make a more observed approach of what they need to do, a decision. 10 of Swords and the King of Swords. Yep, so we have a pair here, and the Tower at the bottom. Number 16, so Aries energy. Yeah, that's what I feel like is happening right now for you guys progress with that Seven of Pentacles. All right, last card for them, the Nine of Swords with anxiety. And green is one of my favorite colors, so I actually really am enjoying the green colors of that card. It's actually quite beautiful. Green represents the heart chakra, as well as hues of pink as well, like rose quartz. So pink also represents the heart chakra. Emotions, love, okay, that sort of thing. The Hangman, Pisces energy, changing their perspective. Doing the inner work. Why is the Nine of Swords here for this individual? I think we might get some initials, and also we're going to get the Split Oracle, and that's the initial one, and then some love cards. So, okay, we got the Three of Swords clarifying the Nine of Swords, so that's the heartbreak card. Something still affects your person deeply. Maybe they need to forgive themselves or let something go. Justice also coming out. Page of Cups at the bottom. Or not be so hard on themselves is also another energy I'm picking up on. Ten of Pentacles. And I just heard the Five of Swords. The Nine of Swords came out. Okay. The Chariot, the Eight of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Star, the Six of Cups, the Two of Cups. Alright, so yeah, we have Judgment at the bottom. Again, this person is going to be going through some type of awakening. If they do go through this awakening, if they do what's being asked of them through spirit, they are sure, more than likely, to accelerate and get up on your wavelength. They're going to ascend. They're going to start to spread their wings, and they're going to actually be led and guided towards you. Okay, if this really is a true soul divine like task, if this is your person, your divine being, your person. Okay, let's get some oracle. I'm actually being called to my oracle deck, so let's see what comes out. Let me put these back quick. Wow, we have the sun at the bottom, very nice. With the sun again at the bottom of the other deck. Okay, this is called the Universal Folk Oracle. Alright, so let's see. This one's not mine, but this is the Universal Folk Oracle. I will pull mine in a minute. What else, please, is coming in for the collective? What do they need to know and be aware of at this time? I do plan on making an oracle deck this summer, so we shall see how that goes. We have protection, number 8. It says armament, strength, boundaries, and aura. So again, you may need to learn how to set up protection in the spiritual sense. And if somebody has a cat, also your cat is a very good to have around as a familiar, because they also can sense the spiritual world. They can see spirits. Animals usually can. So your cat is protecting you. If you have a cat and you didn't know that yes, that is a form of protection as well. All right, we have 11 with gratitude, receiving blessings, thanks, and giving. We have 25, expansion, with the fox. ritual, dance, feast, and fire. And we have 32 with create, dynamic, inspiring, energy, and gifts. All right, we have ascension at the bottom with the lion, 33. Ascended master, oneness, guides, spiritual support. So that's part of the ascension I was talking about. All right, let's get to situations. All right, yep, now I'm hearing time will tell. We have messages at the bottom, or under that, 27 with the crows or the ravens. Synchronicity, memory, mind, and healing. And then we have warrior, 43. Focus, assertiveness, rise, and action. So being called in, again, a direction, a particular direction. It says true calling and life path. All right, thank you, Spirit. Let's get the situations. Twin flames and hamster wheel. The one, mirrored souls, pledged. All right, we have nightlife. Gamble, take a risk, Vegas. We have divine masculine. There could be a divine masculine that's willing to take a risk on you. Or you're this divine masculine. We have pretending, fake, living beyond means. If somebody is they indulge in things, again, that aren't good for them. Drugs, alcohol, drugs, booze, whatever. Same thing. I mean, even if it's not that, like having numerous sexual partners could be considered toxic because you're at risk of getting diseases and AIDS, you know what I mean? We have love affair, dirty little secret down low. Oof. And that could be part of the nightlife energy. Alright, show me more. Alright, interlude, pause and timing factor. I'm hearing you are what you attract. So if you're always thinking negative thoughts or putting that out into the universe or hanging out with people that aren't that are broke or not working or they don't respect themselves, you're going to attract likes. So eventually, that'll say, when you lay down with dogs, eventually you're going to get fleas. You know what I mean? So interlude, that's why there's specifically a pause and timing factor. Somebody needs to be interluded with in some pretense of this nightlife and toxicity energy. We have recalling, reminiscing memories, and returning. And commitment, long-term relationship. All right, we have insatiable, unquenchable, wanting more. So again, this could be that obsessed energy, or somebody's avoiding and running away from what they know they need to do, their responsibilities. We have pressure cooker, rage, and ready to explode. All right, we have poison at the bottom. Toxic, unhealthy behaviors and people. So that could be somebody, again, that's around people like that they know they don't need to be around because they're not doing you or your person any favors, you know what I mean? What was I going to pull? I completely forgot. Oh, my oracle. Okay. So let's pull from the blue deck tonight. I don't know, or it says, I know I have father issues. So that was the first card that came out. Somebody could have father issues. You or your person, take it how it resonates. Deflecting, reflecting. And swinger. So a swinger is couples that sleep with other couples, or sleep with somebody, like they say there's a couple and they invited you to have sex with them. That would be a swinger. So they sleep with other people, basically. Alright, what else? I know you deserve better than what I have been giving you. I'm not sure I can give it all up for this connection. So there's a reason why I was called to this deck. You are my missing puzzle piece. So again, in the very beginning of this reading, somebody either that passed on that you know, a loved one, is coming through, or this is Elagos coming through. This is somebody that's coming through for you and your reading tonight. Or these, I wouldn't be being called so strongly to certain specific decks, you know what I mean? So take that as a sign of synchronicity or part of the message, confirmation. All right, what do we have? You're the first person I think about when I wake up. And I'm hearing too before you go to bed. And I feel the only way to distract myself from you is with work, hobbies, and or friends. Ooh, so they're trying to distract themselves from thinking of you. Okay, I do have fantasies about you. Maybe they are better left in that space. And it's important for me to stay grounded and balanced no matter what is going on around them. Yeah, that crystal howlite. We have emotionally ready to move forward and work things out, our differences. And I want to get you into my bed. I fantasize about you daily. You really turn me on. You give me butterflies. Oh my God. All right, we have what if you see that I'm not good enough for you, and letting go, releasing, walking away, moving on. Again, it's progression, not perfection. Somebody is either being too hard on themselves, or yeah. Or maybe they do need to kick up their game a notch. Okay, so only they'll know what to do. Maybe you need to sit down and have a talk with this person, or they need to sit down and have a talk with you and figure this out. Okay. I missed out on someone so good. And bride to be. Maybe somebody wants to marry you. This person wants to marry you, or somebody is getting married. We have magnetic pull towards you. Because for some of you guys, this is a connection that, again, you've shared many lives with, and it's strong for a reason. Okay? It could be a very strong spiritual connection. Meaning this connection feels very familiar to you. You are at ease in this person's energy. You can be yourself. And one of my favorite Buddha quotes about love is, and what love isn't, is true love doesn't make you weak in the knees. Love is when you can be comfortable and be yourself around that person. So if you're around somebody where you're getting anxiety, or it starts off strong but it's only a lust-based connection, or it burns out just as quickly as it starts, anything like that, or you feel like you're walking on eggshells, that's not your person. Your person you'll feel safe around, and it'll be like a sense of like at ease. And also, somebody's worth and weight isn't in literal gold. It's who they are as a person. Like, if they can make you laugh, if they can make you smile, okay? It's how they treat you. It's who they are on the inside, not the outside. That's why I said with this card, somebody's either being too hard on themselves, or you need to sit down and have a talk with this person and tell them, you know, even if you aren't doing so good right now, or you're not making enough money, or this and that, if you're broke, whatever, that what if you see that I'm not good enough for you. So there needs to be some reassurance here, pretty much is what I'm saying. Unwilling to grow or change. Just came out. And then I can feel your absence and it stings me. All right, we have Earth sign coming out. So again, that Virgo energy I was picking up on, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Relationship problems, and you are not the right one for me, which I'm not feeling that at all. I feel like this person feels like you're the one for them. Okay, they hid behind like a mask their true feelings from you, fear of rejection, and they're not sure what to do or say right now. And they're saying, I will come back to claim you. I will return. Okay. I'm scared that you will not accept me now. Is at the top of the deck. All right, so let's get, you know, I'm being called to the Romance Angels Oracle, which is another one I haven't pulled from in a while. All right, last final couple oracles. We still gotta get the initials. I just seen reconciliation and attraction. Let go of the need to control. It is safe to let go, or it is safe for you to love. Alright, it says retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Express your love and calling in your soulmate. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together, and we have let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay, I'm hearing the name Jack. I don't know why, Jack. And then chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. We have wedding at the bottom. Alright, it says this situation involves marriage. Okay, I'm not gonna use this splurt, but I'm gonna use this oracle deck for the initials. This is the Ouija oracle. So we have A and R. R-A. C-A. And O-A. Okay, what's coming in, please? Let's get the initials R-A again for the collectives at this time. For who's coming towards them. B-R-R-B. 'Cause you'll always be my baby. Linger on. Z, Zenith. Okay, I'm getting Zen energy, like Zen. High point, peak performance, do your best. We have I, intention. Oh, I'm hearing Zechariah and Zeke. That's a cool name, Zeke. Ezekiel. Intention, set solid goals, make an action plan, hold your vision. Okay, I'm hearing it's high tide now, so it's your season, like your boat's coming in. We have enlighten, share insights, show the way, reach the pinnacle, and we have S with serendipity. Fated connection, good fortune, happy accident. So yeah, your ship's coming in. Okay, we have Y, R, and T, and then we have K and E with T again, with triumph, transform, youth, abundance, and actualize with seek the truth, make dreams real, manifesting. We have B at the bottom with believe. All right, those were the initials. Let me get one last Love Oracle deck, and that's going to top it off, meaning This is really going to set in stone what you can expect coming in when it comes to this person. This is very accurate. I really like using that deck. It's like the cherry on top. Man. All right. Okay, keep the door open and reaching your goal. So let's see. Advice. Or, yeah, advice. This is more than likely going to be your end-all, be-all answer for what you need to know or what you're seeking as far as the truth when it comes to if you should move ahead with this connection or if it's just not a good idea, okay? So only you'll know that. And I'm going to pull 3 cards. Alright, we have boundaries, nothing has gone wrong, and deepening, and it's in reverse. Alright, it says boundaries. You need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will or won't allow. We have difficulties at the bottom. Jealousies from others may serve as obstacles to the success of this connection. And we have nothing has gone wrong. Trust the process. This connection is divinely timed. And then we have deepening. A relationship will finally deepen in the next few months. You have been waiting for this. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there at that for you guys. I hope this helped. Let me know in the comments. Sending love, light, and many best wishes and blessings. Alright, talk to you then. Take care. Stay blessed. Till next time.